Tonight on Holiday Showdown, 2 holidays driven by 2 hobbies. The Ring of Kerry in Ireland is home to some of the most prestigious dog shows in the canine calendar and is the ideal holiday for the Rogerson family.
The main rule on our holiday is the dogs take priority.
Cyprus's clubbing capital, Ayia Napa, is the holiday destination for the urban Francis family and their DJ sons, MC Skip and DJ Frost.
The most exciting thing is like you being able to control what the crowd does.
And if they get the crowd moving, then the freaks come out at night.
The worlds of dog showing and DJing are about to collide as these 2 families try to show each other a good time on both holidays.
I've looked at the dogs, I don't want to look at no more dogs right now.
It's like they've got an apathy against life.
The only time they've been out there picking up or feeding dogs and cameras on them.
2 very different families.
This is what they're doing.
No.
2 very different holidays.
I thought this was supposed to be a fun holiday type of thing.
The thought of taking my children in there would upset me greatly.
Holiday Showdown. In the rural northeast of England nestles the rustic farm of the Rogerson family. There's Mum Tricia, Dad David, 12-year-old Daniel, 13-year-old James, Louisa 19 and Liam who's 16. There's also their second family, 40 much-loved dogs. The family save up all year for their annual holiday in Ireland's Ring of Kerry to compete in a week of prestigious dog shows. This year they're hoping to win with Bruno, Megan, Alex, Magnum, Chelsea, Pepsi and Brett.
We love dog showing.
If you don't win, then fine, but when you do, it's an added bonus and it's a buzz.
It's not normal not to show a dog, I don't think.
And the dogs are not only a hobby, but also their business. The family run a kennel on the farm which is overseen by alpha male David.
Everything we think, dream, drive to, whatever we do, it involves the dogs.
Managing the business is shared with wife Tricia, who's been showing dogs for 30 years. For the last 20 years, every Rogerson holiday has revolved around the dogs.
Away without the dogs? Never. We've always been away with the dogs, whether it be 1, 2 or 9 dogs.
16-year-old Liam has only ever been on his parents' dog show holidays and longs to be let off the leash.
I don't like standing around watching the dog showing because I think it's boring.
Liam couldn't be more different to his 19-year-old sister Louisa, who lives and works at the farm as a professional dog groomer.
I'm very passionate about dog showing. I've done it since the age of 4 and I'll carry on doing it until I'm in my wheelchair.
And it's that dedication that is required for the dog shows.
I think another family might find our holiday very tiring. They have to do all the grooming, the watering, getting out the cages and taking, and hopefully getting in the ring as well.
We can convert anybody.
300 miles south is the urban jungle of Streatham in southwest London. It's home to the streetwise Francis family. There's Dad Derek, Mum Sonia, 13-year-old Dylan, Nairi 21 and 15-year-old Raphael. Dylan and Raphael MC and DJ for urban group So Solid Kids. Their family holidays are planned around the boys' hobby, and for the last few years it's been to clubbing paradise Ayia Napa in Cyprus.
We go there because of the music. Music is what the boys do, music is what we listen to, music is what we dance to.
Dylan and Raphael learned to DJ through their older brother Dan, who is a DJ with the notorious bad boys of rap, So Solid crew. Since then they have played across Britain in spin-off groups So Solid Kids.
Well, we play garage, grime, and old school garage, hip-hop, R&B sometimes.
Social worker Sonia is the boys' manager and chief holiday planner. It's her job to book the gigs in a place that also makes for a good family holiday.
Going to Ayia Napa is not just work. It's a holiday. We go jet skiing, we go water palace. The weather is lovely, the beach is lovely. It's just so wonderful.
Dad Derek is into a different type of garage as he runs a business selling spare car parts.
I'm a bit over the fun. I just sort of go with the boys, so I don't really get into the fun dancing, shaking my leg kind of thing. But I like the disco stuff rather than the garage stuff.
Although they both incorporate a hobby, the two holidays couldn't be more different.
The kind of people that won't enjoy the holiday are going to be maybe town people who don't like the outdoor life in the sense of the countryside.
I've never been to countryside.
Yeah, never been there. We don't go to countryside.
I've been to, like, when you go away, well, no, I've never been there.
Go through, we never like go there to stay.
Packed and ready to go, the Rogersons put the Francises out of their misery.
Woohoo! The text is here. Top of the morning to you. Hope you are up for the crack with the barking mad Rogersons with lots of Irish nectar walks in
the Emerald Isles.
So where are we going?
The island!
We're going to Ireland.
Let's go. Come on, let's go.
Not happy at all. Just not, because it said walking, innit? It said walking. Is it hot over in Ireland?
It's a bit cooler.
I want to go to a hot country.
The Francises are heading for the beautiful Ring of Kerry. The unspoilt countryside makes it one of Ireland's most popular destinations, attracting over 2 million tourists every year. But there's more than just the countryside waiting to challenge the urban Francis family.
There's the dogs.
There's the dogs.
You know,
they've got pure dogs.
Honestly, pleased to meet you. My name's David. We're the Rogerson family. Barking mad.
Dog family.
Yeah, we got that here.
Hi, pleased to meet you. Right.
When we saw the dogs, I thought a couple dogs, but I didn't think like a whirl of dogs.
Oh, yeah,
And there will be more tomorrow.
On our property. We have
Get off your sister.
very obedient, these dogs.
I've never seen this much dogs in my life with one family. It's going to be a long 4 days.
Whilst the two families will be staying in this rented house, the dogs will live in David's van, which has been converted into a mobile kennel. Accommodating 10 lively dogs and their well-lived-in bedding, it makes for a cosy but whiffy ride, as the Francis family are about to find out as they head off to the beach, 2 hours away.
Ladies first, of course.
Beauty.
Beauty first. That's it.
Have you got no air conditioning in here? Huh?
The air conditioning is the windows and the ceiling.
Alright.
I want to get going.
If any of them shake here. Morning breath.
More used to cruising in a BMW, the dog wagon is a struggle for the Francis family, especially now Bruno has given them his own special welcome.
What is it? They're farting.
Welcome to my world.
2 long hours later, the Francises are finally treated to the fresh air of Ireland.
Finally.
God's sake. Dog's paradise, Sandy.
That was like a school trip, you know, like you just want to say to them, can I get off? It's a bit rough in there, like.
They'll get used to it. They'll get warmed.
You
Need a bit of fresh air, don't they?
And there's a lot for the Francises to get used to, as they've never been to the British seaside.
I'm not used to these kind of beaches. But I'm cold at the moment. Walk around with this crazy thing. Look at my trainers.
The Francis family get the full walkies experience, including the poop and scoop.
Is it a big one?
The last at the back.
So you do actually step in it? I'm gonna snap in your head!
They're towny people. Towny people don't like clothes getting dirty, splashes on the socks, and these are, you know, £40 jeans and £75 trainers.
The dog thing is like...
That's all they do though, that is their life.
And the van...
Oh, yeah, the van. No, the van took the mick to there.
Dogma.
Big banger.
Big banger.
Dogma.
Coming up, Derek's having a rough time.
I've looked at the dogs, I don't want to look at no more dogs right now.
And the Rogersons fight back.
We flushed the dog, they want to took him in the road.
The DJing Francis family are waking on the first morning of the Rogersons dog show holiday in Ireland. It may only be 4 AM, but they're already late and in trouble.
I'm up!
Good!
This is not a getting up time, this is a going to bed time.
Come on.
The Francis family are not alone. Liam Rogerson is also dog tired.
Just leave me alone. You've got 2 minutes, Liam, and then I want you down. Mom! Leave me alone. No.
I'm supposed to be asleep or staying here today and going to the bloody dog show.
Now 45 minutes late, Tricia is losing patience.
Come on, are we ready? Liam, now! We're going.
I know.
Then move. You've still got your shorts on. We're running late, and if we don't get there, we're not going to get a car parking space.
The Francis family have broken the Rogersons' golden rule. Dogs come first. They are now in the doghouse with Louisa.
I'm a bit off because they all got told last night what time we had to get up, what time we had to leave, what we had to do in the mornings, and they haven't stuck to what they agreed to do.
Finally, as they set off on the 2-hour journey to Limerick, Louisa's wrath with the Francises is avenged by loyal pooch Alex.
One of the dogs has decided to have a not very comfortable in the van at the moment.
Look at that, perfect parking spot.
It's been another testing journey for Derek.
Oh, dude.
That's it. Me and that van, me and those dogs at the moment, that's it.
I need to get that on.
Smell like don't we?
The Limerick show is a highlight in the dog showing calendar. It's one of the biggest events, with over 2,500 dogs competing.
As much as I love you. It's a passion to us, and the showing gives us that. We get a buzz, don't we?
Yeah.
It's like you get a child on that bicycle and you're holding the bicycle for them, and as they go off and you let go and the child, I'm riding it, we get that all the time.
The Rogersons expect everyone to muck in with setting up the dogs' cages and tents, but a catnap is more appealing to Derek and Dylan.
Sonia, do you know where Dylan is?
Yeah, he's in the car.
He's in the car. Right.
I'm extremely that they haven't bothered to help. I mean, they're supposed to be here to experience our holiday. This is what we do every single year. If they're just going to sit in a car, they may as well just stay at home.
Oh my God, man.
Oh, it's just...
Here come Dad, let's put this stuff up.
Yeah.
Come on then.
Unlike the rest of his family, Liam feels for the Francises.
It is muddy as hell.
This is what you were saying now. This is what you were
And it's doing my head in.
Despite the Rogersons' best efforts, the dog show holiday is failing to win over the Francis family.
Put a bit of effort into it.
To get on with me neighbours.
Not for me.
It's getting a bit boring now.
They've got no room for ravers.
It's like they've got an apathy against life.
Come over
Come on.
here a minute.
Come on, lads. You're dead before we finish. They're insulting me because we're trying to show them something and they're not interested.
However, a sleep-deprived Derek is more interested in the hotel next to the dog show.
I've looked at the dogs. I don't want to look at no more dogs right now. And I'm going to go and lay down. When I've finished laying down, and the boys, we can go and maybe look at dogs more, because the dogs will be there when we come back. Because a full day of dogs, more than a man wants.
And so the Francis men spend the afternoon in bed, leaving Sonia and Nairi to stick it out alone.
Oh God, this is so long and boring, man.
I cannot believe that a grown man will go to bed in the afternoon and take his 2 boys with him. I have no words.
It's not a case that they've let us down. I think they've let themselves down, because whatever, we're going to get on with what we want to do and what we've come for, so I think they've let themselves down.
But the show must go on for the Rogersons, and it's a successful day as they win best of breed in all their groups. It's not all dog shows on the Rogersons' holiday. On their days off, they spend their time doing other activities, like walking the dogs. And today they're going to the tranquil Killarney Lakes.
Nairi, come and get your dog. Oh, you've already got your dog. Well done.
Shots, yeah.
For once, the Francis family seem happy to be with the dogs, unlike 16-year-old Liam Rogerson.
How long is this walk? How long is this walk?
As long as we want it to be.
I'm not going. I'm not walking. I want to go shopping now.
We are going to go. We're going to go when we walk the dog.
Liam,
why can't we go?
Excuse me.
Better you than me.
You are going. You're doing as I tell you. You're not spoiling my holiday.
Liam reluctantly joins in, but it's ruined the walk for Derek, who is being won over by the countryside experience.
I love peace and quiet. Don't get it, that's why I crave for it. You know, because it's all Action Jacksons. And like with this, like, it's a lot of Action Jackson. Everybody talking rather than looking at the trees and listening to the quietness, you know. Because that's what it is, it's idyllic.
On the Rogerson holiday, work doesn't stop for long. All 9 dogs need grooming for tomorrow's show, starting with Brett the German Spitz Mittel.
Give him a good bath.
He
needs a good clean willy.
There's not, yeah. He might need one, but he's not getting it from me.
I'll get Dylan to do his willy. Dylan! He needs his willy doing.
No, I'm not doing. No.
I need my willy doing it.
I'm not doing that, man.
Can you do all around this front area for me then?
Yeah.
This don't feel right. This don't even look right.
Shut up.
Come on.
Do you want me to do that's what I said. You don't mind
Trish, you, and we'll rinse him off and...
Finish still.
Yeah. For the day.
He ain't done nothing.
I have done something. I don't feel well.
I don't think they're taking it serious at all.
Yeah, not as serious as we are.
No. I think they just think it's hard work. It's not a holiday for them.
This is worse to being back in school.
And the hard work continues into the night, as tomorrow Dave wants them all handling in the ring.
Hook your hand to the lead. Don't yank it up like this.
That's check the lead, isn't it?
That's it, check the lead. Don't drag.
Put your hand in your pocket so he'll get his ears up. He's supposed to have fox-like expression with a nice wedge-shaped head, which he has got.
It seems the Francis' lead holding is impressing Dave.
The quality of handling that they're doing, we're looking at people that I would have said, if I had just walked into a training room, they've actually had 2 or 3 lessons. So that's good, you know.
Good dog. Good doggy.
To really fit into the dog world, the Rogersons have bought showing outfits for the Francis family.
There you
But the blazers, slacks and loafers are a major departure from their streetwear.
No, they've already mine. I'm size 10.
When it comes to shoes, it's strictly Kickers or Prada. Loafers, do you know how uncomfortable these are? These are swag. Look at that. How in the middle. I told you it's worse than yours.
It's the last day of the Rogersons' holiday, and the stakes are high as the Francises are being entrusted to show the dogs in competition.
I'm very apprehensive of what might go on, what could go on. The two spirits that I'm going to let them take in, one of them is actually waiting just on 1 point to win his championship title. So I'm really counting on them that they're going to take it serious today.
And there'll be no excuses for being late this time. Tricia wakes the family up with the lively Bruno.
Get down, man. No, allow that, man. What's wrong with you? No, get out, move, man. How do you know that? The dog. The dog. How are you leaving your dog on my bed? What's wrong with them, man? And they find it funny.
Today's show is an hour away in the town of Tralee, and there are no nearby hotels for Derek to book into. Dave, however, isn't worried, as he thinks the Francises are finally coming around to his holiday.
The buzz has got him this time, hasn't it?
I think so, I think so, yeah. And everyone seems a bit more relaxed today.
Yeah, they are, they're chilled out.
Although they're far from buying into dog showing chic.
I look like an idiot. Look at the state of these shoes, Dylan.
The tension is building for Tricia, who is putting a lot of faith in the family.
Apprehensive and a little bit nervous, but I've got confidence in them. They can go in and out and do it for me. You haven't got that?
What?
Eager to get in?
Nah, not in this club, huh?
Why?
Derek enters the ring needing to win 1 point with Brett.
Derek now stands a chance, if he does the job properly, of making that dog an Irish champion.
It's all about showing the dog properly and the quality of the animal. All goes well until the judge notices Brett is missing a tooth.
There's one missing? Okay. It's 1 tooth, man. You alright, Brett? Don't worry about what they say, idiot. The judge is dog's a lovely dog. What's a tooth got to do with it?
I think whoever had taken him in today under that judge, I don't think he'd have got it. And he actually had the actual oomph of slagging the judge off as well, which is brilliant.
Despite Derek's best efforts, he and Brett are out. It's now up to the rest of the family not to let the Rogersons down. Although they may never live this down back in Streatham, the Francis kids give it a go.
Do you stand? Do you stand?
The So Solid crew will be proud as the kids go on to win.
It's off the rails compared to what I do normally. This is.
You get that ball pretty well done. Yeah.
I've changed my opinion. I think there's something in it. There's something in it for them, not in it for me.
It doesn't matter whether they enjoyed it. It doesn't matter whether they want to do it again. They've experienced it, and that's what we wanted.
But it's not the dog shows that have won over Derek.
I ain't even seen really Ireland. I've just followed them lot around with their dogs. I would like to see Ireland. When you come from like the environment where I'm come from, in terms of the amount of noise and the amount of... It's like a breath of fresh air.
As the Rogerson holiday draws to a close, resentment is growing with Louisa.
I was pleased they all got involved today. They took all the glory. They haven't done the background.
I know exactly what you're saying.
We've done all the background.
Because we were prepared to let...
We rushed the dogs, they took them in the ring.
Yeah, it is.
The only time they've been out there picking up or feeding the dogs or walking the dogs or cuddling the dogs when the cameras on them.
To add to the tension, the Rogersons now face leaving their beloved dogs for the first time ever.
The journey home until they get home is going to be a bit stressful on us, I think. Because we'll need to know that they're home so safe and sound and back in their own environment again where they belong. It's going to be definitely strange.
But Derek thinks a week without the dogs will do them good.
Constantly hear, the dogs are number one, the dogs are number one,
The dogs are the main priority.
You got 4 kids there.
Next week's going to be good because I know my mum's life's with the dogs, but a week with them without the dogs and on our own, I think it'll be fun.
As the families prepare to leave Ireland, DJ Skip and MC Frost reveal their holiday.
I'm Frost. I'm Skip, and we're going to take you on a Social Kids trip. There'll be sun, there'll be sea, there'll be sand, and it will be all good because we've got the Rogersons family clan. We're going to take you off to Ayia Napa, so we hope you enjoy your trip.
The barking mags are gobsmacked. The barking mags are gobsmacked.
I'll be there, but I won't be joining in. That's not me. Clubbing is not me, I'm afraid. I'm too old for that.
Coming up, tempers overheat in Ayia Napa, and the Francis holiday is too much for David.
I cannot allow my children to go in there.
The Rogersons have left their dog showing holiday to experience the world of DJing with the Francis family. 20 years ago, Ayia Napa was a small fishing village with a population of 200. Now the notorious bars and clubs attract over 500,000 party-loving Brits every year. Before the holiday starts, Derek lays down the Francis family holiday rules.
This is a holiday for the kids. The kids come first, therefore no dog talk. If you hear Mum and Dad talking about dogs, like you report to me.
You can't include her because she talks about dogs.
No.
I've been ever so good.
Yeah, not mentioned once, I will be honest on that.
Thank you very much.
The So Solid kids are used to VIP treatment, and they stay in a 5-star luxury resort. It costs £1,000 a night for both families, double the cost of renting a house for the week in Ireland. Having had their fill of dog shows, the Francises waste no time in showing the Rogersons what their hobby is all about. It's the Rogersons' first taste of UK garage and grime.
I'm going to ask you something now,
mate?
and I need you to be truthful. Do you like that kind of music?
Yeah, sure.
No.
I don't.
Oh,
it doesn't bother me.
I'll tell you the
No,
truth.
No, that's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling the truth.
Wait, you've had your chance.
It's not the type of music I would go personally choose to listen to.
No diplomatic. Do you like that music?
No.
Right.
Yeah, let's go.
As scratching in the dog world has an entirely different meaning, Derek attempts to explain the basics.
They pre-select their records. They sort of have an idea of what type of crowd's going to be here. It could be a very dance crowd, it could be a very underground crowd, it could be kind of grimy. But when they're mixing the beats, they're looking for points at when to drop the beat in, so that the crowd don't really necessarily feel that there's been a change.
And as MC, Dylan's job is to improvise lyrics to get the crowd moving.
Skipper and Frost DJing was well good. So I think it's amazing because they're only young as well.
To really fit into the DJ scene, the Rogersons will need to look the part, so they hit the shops, a holiday highlight for the Francis family.
Style is quite important, you know. Each particular event we try to have them sort of dressed in fresh outfits.
With a budget of £2,000, twice the amount spent on food in Ireland, the Francises think nothing of spending over £100 for a pair of designer trainers, or £60 for a t-shirt. It's a revelation for the Rogerson kids, who have never shopped like this before.
I've got a pair of trainers, some trousers and a shirt and a hat.
But the Francis family's extravagance offends Tricia.
I like to provide for my own family. And if I can't provide, then they don't get. They get what they have to. They don't never go without. They seem very extravagant.
You know that Sue? You know that Sue? Remember that Sue? No, this is the boys. That's their attire.
It's an embarrassment. It's an embarrassing amount. No one should have the right, I want this and go and get it. What you need to be able to do is say, Mum or Dad, I need a new pair of shorts, or Mum or Dad, I need some new shoes, I'm going to such a place, can I have them?
But for Derek, holidays are all about spoiling the kids.
I think Dave and Trish need to work on the kids. If they put as much effort into the kids as they put into the dogs, you know, the dogs, kids first, dogs second.
Tonight, Skip and Frost's first slot isn't until midnight, so the families retire for a nap before venturing out. Way past the Rogersons' bedtime, they join the Francis family in the centre of Ayia Napa. It's their first taste of what the resort is all about.
Skip and Frost, don't silly kids. Let's go, Frost. Let's go. First tune. Yes!
Enjoying Dylan and Raphael's music is what the Francis holiday is all about. But the Rogersons are struggling to see beyond the environment. Although Dylan is the same age as the younger Rogerson children, the urban nightlife is not for David's kids.
Sex is put in different ways, and when you're in these clubs, it's flaunted. And Daniel was embarrassed. And that's why he sat, and he wouldn't have a drink and nothing, he wouldn't have a coke, and he was sat at the back, which I felt for him, you know, and I don't want to go through that again.
For 16-year-old Liam, the whole experience is a dream come true.
I mean, amazing. 13 and 15, and we started when we were 8, and that is, it's out of the world, mate. And if it was on our holiday, we won't even be here now, we'll be in bed.
I think Dylan and Raphael, they've grown up far, far too quickly, and it's an adult's world. I hope, sincerely hope, that it hasn't affected the children.
Every year, the Francis family loves to go go-karting, where they all vie for pole position.
Yeah, they love competing against their dad. They know I'm not going to win. I'm never going to win. Go!
But competition is a recipe for disaster with the hot-headed Rogerson kids.
I think I would have rather see them sort of just come in and have goes rather than the competitive side, because I think tempers could flare a little bit.
And it's not long before Trisha's fears come true.
You can catch up, mate, you can catch up. Wait till he's gone, wait till he's gone. We had some tempers there, didn't we?
I heard a swear word. Yeah. I'm sure I heard a swear word there.
Liam, don't go right for me. Sorry.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Can we next time, when you go on next time, it's not going to be a race.
Competition in play doesn't work. It leads to upset.
When you came around this corner, I was going to go on the inside, and you came straight inside. I was already on the inside. I tried to get out because there's a skid mark where I tried to get out.
No.
It's not the kids' fault, it's the adults' fault for doing it. And maybe a bit of forethought next time, it won't happen.
With tempers running high, Derek pulls road-raging Daniel out of the race.
He's calling me a Daniel's calling me a because I cut him off. Yeah? Slow down, slow down, slow down. Oh, your son has just called me a for taking him off, because I think he was endangering the rest, to be honest. I mean, if you want to put him back on his own, just him.
Daniel!
That's okay. Yeah. And let him get 3 minutes, 4 minutes for himself on his own.
No. You need to calm down.
I should crush him like I can if I come to the school of Derek.
Being a professional counsellor, Sonia is appalled at how the Rogersons handle their kids.
It wasn't acceptable. Dave should have responded in a more responsible manner, not just brushing it off as if, oh, it's okay. Which it wasn't okay for a young person at the age of 12 to tell a grown person that he's a
It's beginning to drain me down now. You know, if that was the real word, I would respond to his dad, and I would be looking for his dad to say to me as a parent, well, I apologise on behalf of my kid, because, you know, that's not acceptable. To me, that's not acceptable.
Sonia and Derek are hoping that an afternoon jet skiing will lighten the mood, but Tricia is less than buoyant.
And when you come out...
I'm reluctantly going on because I don't particularly want to go on. If I go on, then it'll be the last thing I do, because I ain't doing anything else. I don't like water, end of story.
Ah, it's cold.
I think what they're getting us to do is a lot more than what we ask them to do, like pick dog poo up.
Jet skiing may be a fate worse than scooping up dog poo for Tricia, but finally the kids persuade her to go on. Although it pains her to admit it, even Tricia enjoys the ride.
Go away! Stop laughing, you pigs. Once I was out there in the water, it wasn't too bad. He did want me to go fast. She wouldn't go fast enough, you liar!
As for Liam, he's having the holiday he's always wanted.
It's better than being in a muddy field, sat, doing nothing, watching these dogs go walk around. So, if I had to pick a holiday between here and dog showing, it'd have to be here. 100 to 1.
It's Dylan and Raphael's last big club night. With a slot booked for 3 AM, the families have already been to bed for a few hours. But at this time, the town is a different place, and Tricia is nervous.
To wake them up early for this environment, I do feel as if I'm cheating them. They should be in bed.
As club veterans, Dylan and Raphael are used to the lively atmosphere, but Dave wants to check it's suitable for his kids first.
When you go in there, if you don't feel comfortable...
Yeah, always.
Yeah? You have to make a decision on behalf of your family.
Yeah.
Whilst Dave investigates what's going on in the club, Tricia has already seen enough.
And what's been stumbling out that door, I can imagine what is behind those closed doors, and I wouldn't really take them in there at all.
Although this is the kind of club the Francis normally play in, Dave decides it's not for the Rogersons.
The thought of taking my children in there would upset me greatly. It's so much flaunted in front of the face. The vibe in there, I think, is who's going to have who tonight. I cannot allow my children to go in there.
Whilst the Francis family do what they love most, Dave and Tricia take their kids back to bed, much to Liam's disappointment.
I wish I was allowed in, but my mum said no. So I can't exactly go in, can I?
Coming up, the Francises push the Rogerson kids too far.
Get here! Well, this was supposed to be a fun holiday type of thing.
And the families come head to head in a showdown meal. It's the final day of the Ayia Napa holiday. The Francis family are trying one last time to persuade the Rogersons that DJing can be fun.
Right, today we're all going to go down to the beach as the whole family. We're going to go and sit down where the Nissi bar is, where the music is. The boys then is going to do a little slot there.
The Rogersons are not impressed, as they wanted to go souvenir shopping, and the change of plan upsets Daniel.
Come here. Now. I said come here. Do as you're told. Get here!
What's wrong, mate? Hey?
He doesn't want to go back down on the beach. He doesn't take the heat either. We've done enough.
My guys want to go shopping, that's where we're going.
I'm sorry, I think they're playing with his mind now.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but I thought this was supposed to be a fun holiday type of thing.
The Rogersons' absence pushes Sonia to the limit.
We took part in a dog show that we never dreamed of doing. You know, we've got to go and live with that. They're supposed to be out here because this is what we do. This is part of our holiday.
After last night, it's one bar too many for the Rogersons.
We got up last night and we went into the town in the middle of the night to watch two children play in a sex club, and now we've been thrown back in with this beach thing. You know, it's not on.
Skip out first, Missy Bay Bar, once again. First, let's go.
As it's the last day, the Rogersons reluctantly agree to give it a go. But their fears look to be confirmed as Dylan gets carried away.
Sweet Pea told me to tell you, the first lady that gets topless gets in free tonight at Club Ice. That's the first lady to get topless, gets in free Club Ice tonight, phone party.
Much to the Rogersons' relief, none of the girls oblige. As the foam party gets going, Sonia tries to talk them round, but it's Liam who physically gets them involved.
Skip our fucking session, yeah?
Finally, the Rogersons start to relax.
The foam party is brilliant. It incorporates adults and kids, and you just have great fun.
It's nice seeing the family doing something different, but I wouldn't say I would come on holiday all the time like this. I'd have to have a dog with me.
And even Trisha succumbs to having fun in the foam.
Yeah, definitely more appropriate for the kids. It's harmless fun out there now.
I think they've got essence of fun, what fun is about.
Although today has been a success, both holidays have been a challenge, and as the sun sets on the final day, the families come together for a last showdown meal. Derek wastes no time in sharing his thoughts on the island holiday.
I know you're a dog family, but you put the dogs in front of the children in terms of dogs really do get preferential #1 treatment.
They have to be #1 because the children can go to the toilet themselves, they can get a drink themselves, but unfortunately, four-legged animals are dumb. They have to be priority.
I'm extremely pleased that you all took part in what we do.
But I did feel as though, as good of a job everybody did, you didn't do the full job. The only time that you've been out there picking up or feeding dogs when cameras on them.
I weren't interested in getting involved in the dogs, you know, I was more interested in the people behind the dogs. It's an extremely hard holiday, you know. I think I've done well because for us, what we've done is a big step, you know, it's a big step.
The main thing I think myself and my family have thought of the Ayia Napa holiday, it's a holiday that is orientated around one thing and one thing only.
I didn't actually feel, even though you said at the very beginning your main priority was the kids, but it's not a kids' holiday.
When I went inside the club, that upset me. I wouldn't like children to be in that element at all.
I'm just going to say that I'm quite happy with the environment they're in. I try to install the confidence. I try to give them that edge so that when they go out into the real world they can compete, that nothing don't surprise them or shock them.
But I don't particularly wouldn't put my boys, even Liam, I stopped him last night.
No,
he's not ready for nightclub.
That's two different things though.
I offered him.
He wants to boogie and walk around and have a drink and have a smoke. They're not doing that.
But your boy today said in front of quite a few people about girls taking their tops off.
Because the other guy told him to say that. The other guy told him to say.
Were you comfortable saying that?
The other DJ told him to say that.
Were you comfortable in saying that?
His rave, it didn't bother me.
But it wasn't a detriment to...
No, whether he's promoting somebody else.
Okay, so why does your brother swear then at the age of 10, 11, 12? Why does he swear then? You have never heard. No, during this break here, you've never heard any one of my kids use a bad language.
No.
Why is it allowed that your brother is allowed to swear and say Tell me.
It was allowed.
It's not allowed.
No, but
not allowed.
That's what we're saying.
But it's not allowed.
Boys telling girls to get in, get the tits out, basically.
Because it's the same way you have taught your children how to.
I wouldn't. James, would you have felt comfortable? Would you have felt comfortable telling girls to take their tops off there today?
All I would like to say is that, all said and done, I had a great time on the holiday, and I enjoyed your holiday. Your dogs are beautiful.
The most positive thing that I've got out of this holiday is that I have learned to relax.
What I've got out of it is I can relax without
Yes. Yes.
but no longer with my dogs.
Once a while, once a year.
Hello, Francis family.
We really enjoyed Ireland. It's a nice place to visit, and we'll definitely go there again.
Going on holiday with you, and we had the foam party, and it cost nothing. Everybody laughed and joked and got involved and dunked underneath the foam. You don't need a big budget to go and enjoy yourself, mate.
Leave the dogs at home and take those kids on a holiday.
We are considering going away without the dogs. And we're going to spend 2 weeks away from the dogs.
This is our little reminder of the holiday, but it does what we say it should do.